Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign at EU4. This is sweet Choson turtles. We've lost the siege of a place, so like the Tunisians are actually doing a better job getting over to us than the Ottomans are, probably due to their relatively small navy. We have need for a lot of manpower. We're probably gonna have to slacken again, unfortunately. And this army, I want to keep it in defensive terrain, but we need to just pressure the Ottomans to end this war. We don't need to be in any of these wars. We don't need land from these people. Notice that our fleet is no longer, like, it's not trying to actually privateer. I'm going to try to have them do it one more time. I think they're doing the thing where they reset every month due to distance or something. And some ducats. How long until we get money from the burgers? And how much will it be? 9 grand on the... in May of 79, so... pretty soon, we'll be able to pick up quite a lot of cash. That's 100,000 more Ottomans right there. It's a lot of Ottomans, man. Again, caroling's gonna do quite well relative to the Ottomans. We have a massive morale advantage. We've got... we must still have a tech advantage. No, we don't. I'd like quality ideas before we keep doing big battles like this. We need to retreat to another mountain. The Ottomans are being annoying. Nice roll. Another nice roll. Let's wait until we have a bad roll. There we go. Let's retreat. How does he have 4.4 morale? I don't know. Ottomans only have 4.4 because they've got negative prestige, low power projection, army tradition only +8. So their tradition's only at 32% versus our 88. You can see how big of an impact that army tradition has. That's one of the reasons why we like forts, right? What ideas does he have? He's kind of a paper tiger. Innovative trade, quantity. Administrative exploration, and he's just now starting offensive. So he's got some discipline from his national ideas. He doesn't have the offensive finisher, so no discipline there. Alright, we have 15 war score against him. I feel like we keep on just getting dragged into war after war. These bastards need to stop attacking me. It's rather annoying. This army might want to just march to the Mughals' capital since it's level 1 and nearby, and defended by Central Doab's level 2. Yeah, Jan, I need you to go take care of that, please. What's my mill advisor? We went morale of armies. He's not an accepted culture, so we can't promote to level 5. I really would like a level 5 for the getting the IT group done, but actually, yeah, I think we should take discipline guy and promote him to 5. Let's do that. Manpower guy could also be decent, actually, but we want, I think, discipline. We want the monthly monarch points. Okay, we're down to just 24,000 infantry in this stack. Caroling has the decent-ish maneuver. Even though it's going to cost us a lot of attrition, he can reinforce after the province is occupied faster. This is actually possibly a situation where... building a supply depot might be worthwhile. Not necessarily because of the supply limit modifier, because we'll still probably suffer 5% attrition regardless of the increased supply, but because supply depots also count as owned territory when determining reinforcements, which it's only going to take us up from 90% to 100%, but could be okay. Next idea, ship durability +5. Woo! Look at this bee's nest, this hornet's nest we've kicked. Bastards. Taking quantity as the Ottomans is useless. I think taking, the Ottomans have no need for quantity on very hard. Like, they should just recognize that they... Oh, hey, we just harmonized our fifth religion. Harmony's kind of bad, so... I feel like we should wait for it to come back up, but in the interest of just getting the campaign done sooner, maybe we should just keep harmonizing. Yeah. Whatever. Let's just go down to negative. It's fine. Hanson, 1310. Thank you for your sub, sir. He is, looks like, wisely not trying to engage us in the mountains. So we effectively recover only 40 men per regiment right now. So it's going to take a long time. Like these 65 stacks, they need to recover 935 troops at 40 per month. We have to sit here for 2 years to fully reinforce the mountains, but it's the safest location we can stand. So... And over those 2 years, we're bleeding away 5% of, what? 88 plus 45. 133 regiments, losing 50 men each per monthly tick. We're losing 6,600 manpower per month just to stand here. I don't want to do that. I want to just end this war. Could you please just let me, like, sneak over here onto your capital and assault barrage it? And then we can stop being at war? Get a reinforcement speed advisor? Could help, but... They are definitely trying to do some stuff up there. Do we have artillery yet? Some. Alright, I think we need to make sure we have an actual combat stack template. I just want a stack. I think at this stage of the game, I'm just going to do a 40-0-40. I'm done dealing with stupid stuff. We'll pretend like we already have 40 combat width, even though we don't. Because soonish, we will. So let's template this thing. Why are you not letting me do template? Oh, it's already doing template, that's why. We'll template into a 40 stack and then let some more artillery get trained that way. War is super easy, barely an inconvenience. Feels that way. It's a jihad. Show superiority. We need to make sure we're not losing battles against the Mughals, not the Muslims. Are they? Yeah, the Muslims and the Mughals. Super accurate. Barely an inconvenience. We've won the siege of central Doab. March on Delhi. Good job, Jan. Be great if all these AIs would stop attacking me and thinking that I'm weak, even though I'm not. Because this is his capital. Oh, nice. Caroling, battlefield medic. It's almost like you know. I know for sure that there has to be a modifier to the likelihood to pick up specific traits, and I think it's because so much of his army is damaged, and he picked that up. You also usually pick up like siege speed when you're doing sieges, that kind of thing. So if we were to barrage assault, I wonder if that would be enough to just make the Ottomans peace out. He would lose 5 enthusiasm from not having his capital. He would lose... Hard to estimate what the value of Constantinople will be. It's not worth 16, that's not how that math works. It's going to be like a relative share of the development and fort level relative to all fort levels. It's a weird formula, so... I mean, he's at 33 enthusiasm and we have 17 war score. We could probably get like a white piece if we barrage assault and actually win, but assaulting this many troops, we would take some pretty heavy casualties. Let's see if he's dumb enough to let me just sit here and do the siege for a bit. Why do they attack us so much? The reason why they keep attacking is because the Ottomans look at relative strength of the alliance as their primary metric for if they can win. And they see that we have low manpower relative to our max. We're not built up to our force limit. They have more bodies. They have more force limit. Like, they just feel like the relative strength is good, that they can win, even though they won't. What are soldiers for, if not to assault Constantinople? Well, we would lose more men in a battle, I think, than we would from an assault, but, I'd prefer if we could just win this. Taking Delhi. Let's see how the Mughals' army does against us. There's a 40 stack reinforcements nearby, though. So we have the Mughals' capital. We're not going to be able to keep winning these fights. He'll just merc up. He's throwing mercs at us already. Ottomans have 81 mercs. Their manpower recovery rate, I think, is enough as well. It's better than ours anyway, so there's no way this army is going to actually make any headway and suddenly win this by itself. It's just very annoying dealing with this, though. Time for some money. Before I forget, I would like to great power influence on Bohemia. I do want to pay off some of our loans, even though we need to try to make Spain loyal. Let's just pay some for now. Ottomans is tributary. It would take too much effort. We would have to send more men over or train up more men. We're doing well in our fights, but again, there's just such a swarm of troops that it doesn't matter how many we throw at it. We technically still have 9,000 infantry in reserve that will join the front line, but they're all so damaged that, nice rolls on both sides here, great. He has artillery in the front row, which is always a good sign. We want to kill those, but now we do as well. I think we need to retreat to a distant location. And just get out of this war. Or like get this army black flagged. Stop even dealing with it. Because the Ottomans will peter themselves out anyway. Alright, I think we almost have a stack assembled to deal with these guys. We've got 36 and 30. Not quite enough artillery for a full back line yet. And only some of the troops are actually drilled. This will have to be sufficient for now. Time to just unconditionally surrender. I've been messing around with stuff that, you know, maybe we shouldn't. Since I'm going to black flag this army, I'm going to just consolidate. Let's stop trying to reinforce it altogether. So the goal is to get up to here. We'll get access through either Austria. Let's actually do both. We'll do a black flag exploit to just get the army safe. And then it can retreat all the way home. Which also means that that leader doesn't necessarily need to be in charge. We could pull him off soonish. Let's use this guy for now since he's got more maneuver. Alright, we want access through Bohemia and through Austria. It's like the Mughals just said no to Jan. That's fine. How many times have people popped in to say Arumba has been in a Trollden video? Plenty, so far. We started the stream off with that. We are aware. And yeah, it looks like this fleet's not actually going to go privateer all the way over there right now. Let's privateer in, let's see. What's the closest place we can actually reach? Malacca has 55 ducats in it. Let's go just privateer Malacca. I know that you'll be able to actually reach that one, I think. What is Trollden? Trollden is a YouTube channel that assembles like a whole bunch of Hearthstone content. So we got access through 2 countries specifically for this exploit. It's no different than a standard exploit with Return Province, but like in your own country, I mean. But we needed to be able to go to both locations and then cancel military access through Bohemia. We need to hope that the Ottomans don't immediately ask for access, and they just did, which is not what we want. So we need to time it better. In order to do this trick, you have to be the only one that has requested the access, and then time it so that the Ottomans can't ask for access themselves, right before your army arrives. So on the 3rd, cancel access. One day, another day. Cancel access in Austria. Ottomans shouldn't be able to get access before we arrive, which gets us black flagged. And then this army can split into some smaller pieces, spread out, and march home. That'll work just fine. Also, unappoint that general then. We'll have him come back home, Mr. Caroling. And, we'll wait on the Ottomans' enthusiasm to drop and then just piece them out as we've done in the past. Some of these wars are just getting really annoying, getting on my nerves. You're supposed to be playing on speed 5, and yet we're not. Because of the Ottomans. How long do we have with Spain? Right, I wanted to great power influence him. We need 3,200 ducats to great power influence Spain. We're actually going after a mountain fort here with no leader. Well, our army is rather damaged, but let's go check out the mountain behind it, see if there's another stack coming in. And if there isn't, I think that we can easily beat this 9-0-20 composition. Rather odd. Okay, they took back Delhi. Yep, now we have the money. Ask Spain for some... Become loyal. Here, I've influenced the former rank 2 great power. He does have another army nearby, a 3-star leader. Mughals are seeming to have a difficult time reinforcing. They've got manpower, but their stacks are not at full strength. Let's swap over to Mr. Caroling here if we can. No. I want to get reinforcement if we can, but... That guy's forced marching into here, so I think if we're picking off an army here, it will be a good fight. Small one. That is 71k troops. Mughals, why you do this, man? Why you gotta try so hard? Meanwhile, yes, we should maybe at least take a peek, see how Spain's doing. They're spending 312.35 ducats a month on forts. There's 6 loans in debt. They still have 358 troops, but eventually, after they end their war, they'll have to demilitarize to deal with the fact that they've got so much fort maintenance. Which is kind of funny. We are taking a mountain fight here, but it's against a leaderless army, so we actually have a pretty good advantage, and it's worth taking. Obviously, it'd be better if we were the defender, but hopefully we kill before reinforcements arrive. Nice. Now we're the defender. The stack is really weak, though. And there's a 38 stack coming in now as well. Lose mandate to gain 12,000 ducats. Okay. It's a pretty good amount of ducats. This fight, I think we need to retreat from. Let's go until the 8th, and then retreat behind this fort over to here. Like, say, Manipur. One drawback to having high-level forts is that if you do let them get sieged out, then they are kind of a pain in the ass to get unsieged. But we have a lot of artillery, so... Our little... it's the Korean conga line. They're on their march home now, this time. Let's actually have them go to here. Why do we have so much debt? We took out, like, 60,000 ducats in debt in order to build forts in every single province in Spain. Because it was funny. So, you know, Spain is defended now. We've protected them. And by protecting them, we're making them go bankrupt, which is funny. This is punishment for him attacking us, basically. We're low on jimmies. Yeah, jimmies... Our jimmy count's a little bit low. Apparently our fleet just got murdered by... Who? Ottoman fleet? The Kim Kim Jong Silver fleet is not led by an admiral. I need an admiral, please. Who shall lead the fleet? It is. It is. I feel like we just rolled you very recently, so I'm gonna go with Infinite G. Infinite G is a Terabad admiral. Like, Terabad. 7 pips out of a guaranteed 7 to 16. Nice job. Table minimum. Let's try one more then. Maybe, let's just see. Maybe K do Biz was the right call. K do Biz. Still not great. I mean, Infinite G actually has... I guess the pips in Fire versus Shock don't actually matter. Although, there is a random tidbit of information that comes to mind. I believe I looked into this in the past. I think that Spain, Aragon, Castile, I believe they are the only countries in the game that actually have... Why does he not have the artillery fire value? Did he kept Castilian traditions? What an idiot. I don't think he took Spanish ideas when he formed Spain. So he doesn't get the artillery fire value. Anyway, artillery fire value, I think, actually does apply to fire damage done by boats. I think that was a thing I tested or looked into. Anyway, I mean, you're both equally crap, honestly. I'm gonna do one more. This is the one. Simple. His name is Don. Okay. No maneuver, but 7 pips in combat phases. That's what we care about. Let's get rid of both of you, because I'm just extremely disappointed in you. Bum, 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 bum. Down to 15 loans. Take next idea. Oh, yay. Naval morale. Would have been nice before that last battle. Let's get Don in charge. And, suppression-wise, I don't think we need to suppress anymore. Let's just do that. Bum, bum. We've been here for 140 days, and we still don't have the fort. We're suffering 5% attrition because reasons. It is a level 6 fort, which means we require, I think, 20,000 artillery for full siege speed. Let's trim this army down and try to protect a few of the jimmies. At least some. We'll just pull a 10-0-10 stack off to be adjacent. Hopefully they are going to ignore trying to fight us. Mughals are suffering a lot of attrition right now. We've lost 35k troops against the Mughals. They've lost 100k, 40k to attrition. That war is going to be just fine. Mombasa. Mombasa joined the war. Rude. Right, the thing is flashing at me, so I'm going to take a short break here. I'll be back in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. See you again soon.